What's going on, everybody? This is a special podcast / Italy versus England final for the Euro Cup 2020, even though it's 2021.
Yep. A lot of people are like, what the hell? How's it?
I saw a bunch of comments about that people were trying to call you out for the wrong year, and I don't think they realized.
So last year, it was supposed to happen, but of course, we had a pandemic. So that's why it's called the Euro 2020. Let's jump right into it. For the casual football, soccer fan, this happens once every 4 years. The World Cup's every 4 years. Euro Cup's every 4 years. So every even year, we have one of these competitions.
Yeah, every 2 years, it's either the Euro Cup or the World Cup. So this year was the Euro Cup. And we're going to give a little preview on what to expect for the finals. So
let's go. So the final is Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern. And it is being played in Wembley and in London, UK. So believe it or not, England has an advantage here, being that they're home. Now, a lot of you are asking, why are they home and we aren't? All the elimination games are like planned way beforehand, like each stadium's going to host.
Yeah.
So the final happened to be there.
Right. I mean, I was hoping they would pick like some random location, like
Budapest.
Budapest, North Macedonia.
It should have
something
been
like that.
somewhere where none of the teams would have been able to qualify.
It's like, how could you really know who's going to make it to the finals? But, I think the most two deserving teams did make it, so it's going to be a great finals. I'm very nervous already.
Yeah, two best teams of the tournament by far. France and Belgium was awesome too. France is always a great team, but in this tournament, they didn't show out. By far, Italy and England were the two best teams in this tournament. Italy hasn't lost one game. England tied one game. They beat Ukraine 4-0, Germany, Croatia, who was just in the World Cup final. So England's good. I don't know why a lot of people are sleeping on them, but they're very, very good. And the game gets me very nervous. Just a little brief history lesson. Of course, Italy has 4 World Cups, 1 Euro Cup. England has 1 World Cup, 0 Euro Cups, and the last World Cup they won was the last final they were ever in. So that was 1966.
Yeah.
So they literally have not made a final since then. So they're due.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to say both teams are very hungry. Italians always play with passion and a lot of heart. But, at home in Wembley, it's going to be tough because they haven't won it in a while. So that hunger is going to be there, especially. Yeah. Very scary as, Azzurri fans to see that coming into the finals. But we're used to this. We're used to this.
55 years that they haven't won a piece of hardware. So it gets me nervous.
Yeah, for sure.
Also wanted to touch on that Italy actually didn't qualify for the last World Cup. So this is the reason why a lot of Italian fans around the world are going so crazy, because we're starved also. Like, it was the first time we didn't make a World Cup in years.
Yeah. And a lot of people saying we're being so annoying. Obviously all the posts that we're making, oh, why are you guys going so hard? This was when we won the first match in the group stage. Remember that? Yeah. The Italians are going nuts. We missed the World Cup in 2018. That's a big deal to us. Italians football is all we know. So us making it into the Euro Cup, doing so well, being 6-0 up to now, knock on wood, it's just been a great ride. We got to keep going.
One thing I want to say is this is a very different Italian team. We're known for playing catenaccio, playing back. We play on the counter. We score a goal, then we all 11 guys behind the ball.
Right.
This team's attacking. This team still plays great defense. So I'm very excited to see what this team does, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, look, we had a rough time against Spain. Let's be real now, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to say the win was undeserving. We just got outplayed. We got outmatched. We got outpossessed. They made way better passes. They had like quadruple our passes. I felt like we barely touched the ball all game. It made me very nervous. England's that kind of team too, though. They need to control the game. Italy's got to figure out a way where we can get more possession, or else we're going to have a tough time, because I can't sit through 90 more minutes of that.
Yeah.
What we experienced in Spain,
120 minutes plus.
That was 120 plus. I can't experience that again. Italy has chances. Got to capitalize.
Yeah. Well, before we start talking about like the games and stuff, I just want to say one thing. Sunday, create memories with your family. This is so much more than a football game. It's about being proud to be Italian, being proud of your culture, being proud of your heritage. Like Rock was saying before, that people are saying you guys are being so annoying. Well, when you're Italian and like you sit down on Sundays with your family, This is like a game you're going to remember for the rest of your life, no matter what the outcome is.
Creating memories.
You're going to talk about for the next 50 years. Remember when we played England in the final?
Yeah.
And this, and this happened? Like, we still talk about the World Cup final against France. Remember Zidane did this. Remember this. Remember Germany final. Remember, like, create memories with your family. Enjoy the game. Most importantly, Forza Azzurri.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait to spend time with you guys. For those who have tuned into every stream, stream is TBD. We're going to see if we can do the stream. But nonetheless, you're going to see our reactions one way or another.
Yeah.
So it's been a great ride up to now. We love you all for always supporting us. And look forward to more to come. There's a lot more to come. This opened up a lot for us, I think. So
Before we just jump into it, we're going to explain that we're going to talk about the Italian team, and we're going to talk about the England team, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is going to be super quick, super fun. But I want to say right away off the bat, the last game against Spain, by far, Spain played a better game. Yeah. I'll be the first one to say it. They had the ball basically 70% of the match, but of course you have to score in order to win. We scored the first goal. Spain came down, scored a goal in the 80th minute, 81st minute. Your boy Morata, he plays for Juventus. He actually didn't start that game. And the Spain coach said the reason he didn't start was because of how our defense played against Lukaku. So they played with a false 9.
right.
So that just goes to show how great our defense is.
Yeah.
Like, these teams are looking at
Listen, it's great knowing we have a defense like that. I can't watch that.
Yeah.
It's just too much pressure. How many times do we see that Spain get so many chances and then blast it over the bar?
Yeah.
Like England's not that team. They got a lot of great strikers.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I get nervous thinking about it. We have to somehow figure out what to do because we're playing the ball in the back a lot, trying to possess, and we didn't move forward. It's just lazy passes that just turned it over,
Yeah.
So.
Also, we lost our best player in this tournament.
Yeah,
I think.
it showed. It showed last game. Spinazzola.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, Emerson Palmieri, he played great. Not
He's
the
not a
best.
Spinazzola,
He's not Spinazzola though. Spinazzola created a lot of chances. He was the fastest player in the tournament.
Yeah.
And he was just feeding our midfielders and striker, and made them look better.
He joins the attack, which makes it easier on the defense. The
Yeah.
ball's on their side. It's not always on our side. So
And he's super dangerous on that.
it really did
flank.
show. It really did show.
And his crosses were always immaculate.
Yeah.
And he even helped us out on defense. Like, he saved us against Belgium with his ass. Right?
The
Get
butt
culo.
save. That was like Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble, the butt save.
Another thing that kind of worries me, we were talking about during the game, is Federico Chiesa 100%.
Yeah, I don't know what's
took him
going
out
on.
early.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, he did score after he was supposed to get taken off.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I hope he's all right. Hope he's healthy.
Clutch offensive player.
Yeah. He's not scared to shoot.
He scored against Austria, and he scored against Spain, which, he's been our most clutch striker by far. So I hope he's 100% because we're going to need him against England.
I feel like him and Insigne are the only two players that are not scared to take a shot.
The two wingers.
Yep.
Which is a perfect segue to our next point. Cheeto, what are we going to do with you, man?
What's going on with Immobile, man?
Wake up.
I got to listen. If he starts, I give him 35 minutes, maybe the half tops.
35 minutes.
Maybe the half tops, because every time he's possessed the ball the past 2 games, he's just trying to be the superstar. Look for the open teammate. You don't got to be the one to score all the time. You're making too many mistakes. Do the little things right, not trying to be the superstar.
That game against Belgium was rough.
Abysmal.
He gave up the ball a lot.
He makes great runs, but you got to capitalize on the opportunities, man. That's my biggest problem with him.
Yeah, so Cheeto, we definitely need you to step up.
We love you, Cheeto, but just give us something.
Yeah, give us a goal.
Something.
We got to start Cheeto. You can't start Belotti because he hasn't shown us
Cheeto,
anything either.
listen, he's got to be the one to start. Like I said, he's starting, but you got to give him a half. If he doesn't show anything by half, get him out of there.
A lot of people are saying they want to see Insigne as a false 9 with, like, let's say Insigne and what else am I thinking? Berardi on the right.
Listen, that's fine with me.
Or like you said, Chiesa. Well, that's not bad. Insigne, Chiesa, and
All right. On the left, who the hell would we put?
Insigne. It'd be Insigne.
Two
Insigne,
Insignes?
Chiesa, Berardi. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
We kind of played like that when we
strategy.
took
I like that
Cheeto
strategy.
out. Remember I was saying during the game that I saw they shifted
I liked it better.
in the middle.
I liked it better.
It just gets me nervous because Insigne in front, he's not winning any header.
No, and he's not even as fast as he used to be.
So I wouldn't do that. Donnarumma. Wow.
Honestly, he's the best in the world. You could quote me on this right now. He's the best in the world. He's making world-class saves, and he's doing it all for Italy. You know, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be where we are right now. And he's making saves. He's 6'5", bro. His wingspan's crazy.
Yeah.
He made the net seem so small in that penalty kick, so I had like full confidence in him.
22 years old. He's been playing professionally since he's 16.
Pay that man.
Well, he's going to
He's
Paris.
going PSG. It's sad
We
to
can't
say.
afford him in Italy.
I know, but he deserves every penny.
Milan. Antonio, I'm sorry if you're watching this, but you guys fumbled that one. You lost the ball there.
100%.
Real quick, want to shout out Bonucci, Chiellini, BC. Dominant.
Yeah, honestly, those are two of probably the best in the world at what they do, and they're 36 and up. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Listen, I would be the first person I was critical of starting them every game. A couple of little mistakes here and there, but overall,
Chiellini he bit a little too hard on the Morata goal. You saw he bumped up, and then Morata just ran right by him. That's the only mistake I think he's made all tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
world class.
Otherwise,
midfield's great,
and I just love how Chiellini took over that coin toss for overtime.
He jokes around, man.
He was just smacking Jordi Alba around like a redheaded stepchild. It was hilarious.
That's not funny.
I want to give a quick shout out to the boys, Barella and Jorginho. Barella's been an engine in the midfield.
Yeah, he really has.
He's played every minute of this tournament. I mean,
he's so
he
good.
probably got subbed out when it was garbage time, but best box-to-box midfielder in the world. He's really showing that Azzurri pride, giving people a tactical nightmare because he's just going to chase you like a wild dog the whole game.
What amazes me at this tournament is people are starting to see how many great Italian midfielders there are. Yeah. Like now they realize how many good midfielders we have, but we always knew this. Yeah. Like we knew what we had to bring to the table.
Talking about great Italian midfielder, got to talk about Jorginho. I mean,
oh my God.
Is that not the best penalty?
He's cold-blooded,
in Italian
man.
history.
What was the stats on his penalty takes? Like,
he's
in the 99%.
Listen, I didn't want to say it while it was happening, but I know he's known for being insane at penalties.
That's why he was the last one, to ice the game.
And we were calling it. We didn't know Jorginho was. We knew he was going to shoot the last one, but we were like, Jorginho time.
Yeah,
we knew that he was going to take one. Just a matter of where.
That's like Lillard time. That's Jorginho time.
Exactly.
Right there.
And shout outs to Mancini.
Oh, what a great job.
Because he really turned his team around.
Yeah.
We're talking about a team that did not qualify for the World Cup. And here we are in the finals.
In the Ventura era, bro. He turned
Never want
this
to talk about it again.
100%.
But 33 unbeaten games in a row.
Incredible. 2 off the record, right?
Yeah. Well, we beat the record, but one more to go.
Oh, yeah. This is the most important one right here.
We need 34.
It's nothing without 34. It's like the Warriors when they won
72 and 10?
Yeah, 72 and 10.
73 and 9.
73 and 9.
Jordan was 72 and 10. Talk about. Is there anything else you want to say about England, Italy, before we talk about England?
Nah, I mean, I'm so proud of this team. No matter what, we are so proud of you guys. Allowing us to come together as a group with our family or with our friends, celebrating.
Yeah.
You guys have done so much for the community, for us. We're so proud of the Azzurri. So we look forward to whatever the future has to hold.
It feels great to be Italian.
100%. 100%.
Miguel, anything you want to say before we talk about England?
Listen, I'm here for the knowledge. I'm listening.
So now let's talk a little bit about this England side. Like I said, they're unbeaten in this tournament too. They tied one game against Scotland. Other than that, they've been pretty great. Raheem Sterling, amazing,
26-year-old stud.
Plays for Man City. He's
another one who's been playing for a while, and he's so young still.
He's literally on one of the best teams in the world.
He's dangerous because he's so damn fast and pacey, man. He's like the Doku on Belgium, you know?
So that's what gets me nervous.
Because we had no answer to that. We had no answer to Doku.
Doku just ran circles around
But
us.
I think Doku's on the left side and Sterling's on the right side. So I think Di Lorenzo would be on Sterling.
Which I'll be happy
So
with.
I think that's a pretty solid matchup, but those runs are scary, man. He could slip into the box at any moment.
Yeah.
And, let's talk about that penalty, that Sterling got.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to play this game, but if they make those calls, we're in trouble because Sterling's going to keep throwing himself in the box, push a ball up that he can't even get to, and just trying to get contact. It's like the Trae Young of
Real
Gaucho,
quick, what bothers me is we have VAR. Why not use it?
I don't know. They used it, but it was like for...
It could have been a penalty.
Like,
real quick, you see it, all right, could have been a penalty, but then there's 2 balls on the pitch.
Too much going on.
The goalie has a laser in his eye, and England is home. Like, how many advantages does a good team need?
Yeah, to see a game end like that, it's just so like demeaning to the sport. You know, like you can't finish a game in the 116th minute off a penalty kick. That was arguably not even a penalty, especially when you have VAR nowadays.
And I want to give credit to Denmark because they're playing without Christian Eriksen.
One of their best players. It's ridiculous.
Best player by far.
That was a fairy tale story, though. Like, I'm so happy they made it so far. It would have been an honor to play them.
Not to discredit both of those teams, but that side of the bracket was much weaker.
Listen, we had the juggernauts on our side. You know, we knew it wasn't going to be easy.
France, Portugal.
We may have had an easy group, but out of that group, we had the toughest road to the finals, and I think Italy have proven themselves, but I don't want to say it all means nothing. Like I said, we're super proud, but it's gonna have to mean something to beat England. You know, it's gonna take a lot to beat England. It's not a walk in the park.
In Wembley,
you know, and they're home. So.
Real quick, I also want to talk about Harry Kane, probably the best striker England's had since Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, he led the Premier League in goals and assists. This guy's phenomenal.
He's the best. He's a
phenomenal player. He's top in the world, and
who's better than him? Lewandowski. He's literally top 5 striker.
This
in the
England
world.
attack is no joke. Our defense is gonna have to counter that. But if I'm telling you, the midfield again is gonna win this game. Yeah. We got to see more from our midfield this game. They played great, but we need to possess. We can't succumb to that. What we fell victim to at Spain. We're not going to make it if we play like that.
Mm-hmm. England's known for having the best. I mean, everybody says they have the best league in the world. They definitely spend the most money. They could get the best players in the world all the time. So this is also a clash of Serie A versus Premier League, in my opinion.
So this is more than just Italy versus England.
So
let's come to that point.
One other thing, like Rock was saying, you know, a lot of people say Italy flops a lot, and that kind of pisses me off. And to say that we flop, I mean, watch the highlights with Spain, watch the highlights with England. It's culture, it's football. Like sometimes players throw themselves to get the call, but to say Italy flops is absolutely disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that no more.
Anything else you want to say about the England team? I don't know.
No, I mean,
give them a little more
listen, their defense is spectacular, too. I don't think we spoke about that. Nasty. They only gave up 1 goal, and it was off a set piece of a free kick. So the whole tournament, they only gave up 1 goal. That's incredible. We can't discredit them at all. Like, they're a great team. But, you know, it's going to be a great finals. We're expecting a great finals here. Like, I think the last thing we can go off is score predictions. And, you know, all the best from there.
You're usually right all the time.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I think this is a 1-0 Italy win. 1-0. It's not going to be more than that.
Yo, I don't.
That's my gut instinct.
Say I don't see a lot of goals being scored. Honestly, don't be surprised if it goes to overtime again.
Yeah,
like 0-0 overtime.
Absolutely. I don't see this being more than 2 or 3 goals.
So I'll say 1-0 Italy too. I'm praying 1-0 Italy.
Yeah.
If not, we gotta go to extra time and win it the dirty way.
I don't want to deal with nothing more than 90 minutes.
Get some Midol. Get some. You know, don't drink any espresso that day, you know, to risk of heart attack. Miguel, do you have a score prediction?
I don't know, man. 1-0 sounds like pretty.
I feel like it's the safe one, you know?
Yeah.
Who would score? Cheeto? To make up for it?
If he does, he's a god.
He's a legend.
We're going to put a mural of him on the wall.
Listen, if Cheeto scores a goal Sunday, there will be a lot of Cheetos running around in Italy. I'll tell you that in 9 months.
We shall see. We shall see.
Thank you all for all your support during this tournament.
Yes, absolutely.
Rocco live streamed every single game. Make sure to follow us on Twitch. We're going to be doing more stuff like this in the future.
Absolutely.
Especially with some little teams,
yeah.
Some big teams. I think, you know, we found a little niche with the live streaming.
Maybe we got a little something going.
Make sure to check him out. He also plays Call of Duty. We're having a great time. Thank you all for your tremendous amount of love and support. Create memories. And sempre Forza Azzurri.
Forza Azzurri.